If you're a fan of the Google Assistant and Google Home devices, there's a new device category now that we talked about a little bit on this channel a few months back for your car. These are devices that plug in to the 12-volt port in your car, and it basically brings the Google Assistant functionality to your car either through Bluetooth or a 3.5 millimeter aux cord or jack it plugs into the car. And the device we're going to be talking about today is the Roav Bolt. We just got one. We ordered this as soon as it was announced a couple of months ago. It finally came, and we've been playing around with it all day. So in this video, I'm going to go over how the setup for this device works, how it actually works in your car, and then go over my first impressions of the Roav Bolt as well. We, of course, will be doing a 6 months later review of this device later on in the year, but I've been so impressed with this device that I just had to make a video about it today. So first, let's talk about setup. The instructions for the Roav Bolt are very simple. All you need on Android is the Google Assistant, and on iOS, you need to have the Google Assistant app downloaded. If you've been a fan of this channel and following it, you probably already have that downloaded. We did a video about downloading and replacing Siri with the Google Assistant, so this just uses the same app. You don't need to download an additional app, which is nice. So, setting up this device, all you have to do is plug the Roav Bolt into the 12-volt socket in your vehicle. Now, the vehicle I have is a Tesla Model 3, and yes, this does work with the Tesla Model 3, surprisingly, because the 12-volt port on a Tesla Model 3 is actually inside the console. So go ahead and plug that Roav Bolt into your car's socket. Make sure your car is then on, and then the next thing you need to do is to open the Google Assistant app on your iPhone. If you have an Android device, you simply go into your settings, Bluetooth, and go straight and pair to the Roav Bolt. On Android, the settings will automatically appear and give you the steps and walk you through the process. On iOS, if you don't see anything right away in the Google Assistant app, depending on your Wi-Fi or cellular signal strength, it may take a couple of seconds for the Google Assistant app to recognize the new Roav Bolt that it needs to be set up. That happened to us, but after a while it did appear, and then we were able to set it up. You follow the on-screen instructions, and then on the iPhone, it will attempt to pair over Bluetooth to the Roav Bolt. This didn't work for us right away. We had to restart the app and unplug the Roav Bolt and plug it back in, and then it worked fine. Once you've gone ahead and connected to the Roav Bolt, it's going to download an update. This can take a few minutes. My car's actually pretty far away from my apartment, so the Wi-Fi signal strength out there was not very good, so it took like 10 minutes. But then once it updates, you're ready to go. There are two ways to connect the Roav Bolt to your car stereo. You can either do this through Bluetooth or through an aux cord using a 3.5 millimeter jack that most cars come with today. Now, my car uses Bluetooth, and with the Tesla Model 3, it's very easy to just connect your phone over Bluetooth. And the Roav, it's basically just a Google Home Mini plugged into that 12-volt socket. So when you say the trigger word, it is going to automatically trigger and listen to you. But with the iPhone, basically what happens is you say the trigger word, like blank Google, play artist Kygo. And then what will happen is you'll hear a little noise. My phone will buzz, so it activates the Google Assistant on the phone, even when the phone's locked. This does work with the phone being locked, and then it will fulfill your request and start playing the music.
Playing Kygo on Google Play Music.
Now, I myself use Google Play Music. This does, however, work with Spotify, Pandora, and some of the other Google Music services that you can use with your Google Home Mini. You can ask Google the weather with the Roav Bolt. You can ask how old John Mulaney is and where he lives. Everything you can do with the Google Home Mini, you can basically do with the Roav Bolt in your car. And so far, I have not run into any issues, but again, we're on day one here. This is just first impressions. We will be doing a more in-depth dive into how useful this device is over the course of 6 months. So those are my first impressions of the Roav Bolt, how to set it up. So far, very positive impressions. I can't wait to give this a full in-depth review, but this is just kind of our first hot take of the Roav Bolt. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more Google Home and Google Assistant videos like this one. Thanks again so much for watching. For 6 months later, I'm Josh Tedder.